Looks like there's smoke rising in the distance. Miss Chikui sent us a side crane. See if you can get an aerial visual. This is an emergency. We need to find where the star skiff crashed as soon as possible.
Stupid garbage, dude.
We found it. Looks like the pilot isn't inside. If they escaped before it came down, they should still be nearby. Not good. Looks like the crash disturbed monsters in the area. We need to get there, fast. There. That must be who Miss Chikui asked us to save. We need to hurry. Those abominations have trapped her. Be careful.
Preservation! Without a scratch.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Never stop thinking. The battle. Executing attack.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Hey, get out of here! It's too dangerous! Go get someone from the Skyfaring Commission. Tell them Qingni is in trouble.
Don't worry, Miss.
Like fire, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! I accept fight you! Firefly, type 4. I shall set the sea ablaze!
Do you have answers? Let's test your knowledge.
There are too many monsters. Let's hold out for a little longer. The Cloud Knights should be here soon.
Just run! These monsters can't get up here anytime soon.
No can do, Miss Qingni. We're not abandoning you.
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand. Cloud Knights, formation! Prepare to engage! Hold on, Qingni. We're coming to get you!
I'm asking the questions. Never stop thinking. Fail. Get out.
I'm on guard. Defend the weak.
Stand in position. Drive. Definitely.
Like firefly, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! I accept fight you!
Sword war!
Lance ablaze. Flaming wind. Forward!
I shall set the sea ablaze!
Let's test your knowledge.
I didn't know the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission dealt with situations like this in person.
Indeed. I should be reviewing files in the Palace of Astrum. However, Qingni decided to put herself in danger and trouble our esteemed guests with her safety. As her mother, I couldn't sit idly by. Qingni, have you thanked your benefactors yet?
Thank you, benefactors.
No need, Miss Qingni. It was nothing.
You Astral Express trailblazers have outstanding manners, but your allegories are a little odd. It was because of both of you that Qingni escaped unscathed. In fact, by way of thanks, I'd like to invite you to the Palace of Astrum for tea. It is about time we knew each other.
The feeling is mutual, Lady Yukong. We would be on...
Then, for now, I will excuse myself. Qingni's irresponsible actions caused much trouble for the two of you. Allow me to apologize once again.
You always do this, Mother. Scold me before figuring out what actually happened. It was a dire situation. I was the only one who...
You promised me, Qingni. We shall discuss this when we return. Please excuse us, benefactors. I look forward to our meeting.
I didn't know Yukong had that side to her. You have a unique way of putting things. But you're not wrong. Appearances seemingly tell us little about the lives of the Xianzhou's leaders, no matter how long those lives may have been. Yukong's inner worries and concerns came to the surface in the presence of her daughter. Only then was it clear that she, too, is somebody's mother. Yes. After all, I know what it's like to worry over a kid's homework and whether their lunch is healthy enough. She meant well. Nevertheless, Yukong's reaction suggests that there was something more. Anyway, let's head over to the Palace of Astrum. Best not to keep Yukong waiting. No, but we've been invited. We certainly don't want to be late. All right, let's head out before it gets late.
Why won't you listen to me?
Because it's you know I have the talent to make it. I can become the Luofu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What about being trapped by abominations? Did you at any moment think about what I would feel if something happened to you? Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post. Not only have you broken the Skyfaring Commission's regulations, you've broken your promise to me.
I already told you. I had no choice. I want to help you and the Skyfaring Commission, not sit at my desk dealing with never-ending papers. I got the highest grade in the fighter pilot test. They all said I was a genius, like you. Like mother, like daughter. They were all jealous of me, but no one even knew I had to take the test behind your back. You would never have allowed me to go if I told you about it.
Behind my back? Do you really think you could have walked into the test and sat in the cockpit if I hadn't given my permission behind the scenes? As for genius, don't mention that word to me again. Why do you insist on becoming a pilot? Don't understand.
And I don't understand why you don't understand. Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helmmaster's daughter? Don't you realize how ridiculous that is? You may not want to fly anymore, but don't trap me down here with you.
Qingni, where are you going? I'm sorry you had to witness this.
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given you some time. You're right. An oversight on my part.
On the contrary, I apologize for allowing my own personal matters to encroach on your time.
We don't intend to pry into private business, Helmmaster Yukong. But if there's anything we can help with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Family issues, I'm afraid. Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Qingni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot. I may seem overbearing, but it's funny, isn't it? I've seen every disaster imaginable, from the abundance axis to a living planet. I thought I'd forgotten what fear was. But when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I'm sorry. Oh, I prepared refreshments for you. Please, you must try this excellent whale tide spring. Thanks for saving my daughter. I'd heard that the Nameless had traversed the Starry Sea, but I wasn't prepared for how much I could learn from you.
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that you were a top-tier pilot, Madam Yukong, and an ace among the Cloud Knights. Now that I've seen you in action, I know the rumors were true. I hope to witness your flying ability for myself one day. We'll head off now. The Commission must be busy. I look forward to our next meeting, Madam Yukong.
On my flying ability, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, Mr. Yang. The sky no longer suits me.
You two, please, wait! Thank you for saving me, benefactors. And I'm sorry you had to witness all that. So you've experienced it yourself, benefactor. That's great. I mean, I'm happy I finally found someone who can understand me. But I've had the hairpin ceremony. I'm an adult now. I have the right to pursue my dreams. Mom still insists on sheltering me.
Becoming a parent often means we become obstinate. What I mean to say is, instead of trying to prove yourself suddenly, perhaps...
My mom is actually a reasonable person, but she gets unreasonable as soon as I mention fly. She hid my Starskiff toys. Speaking of empty inside, so... I've been so angry today, How about this? My mom thanked you guys with refreshments, so I should do the same. Let me take you around Starskiff Haven.
How long have we been dating?
We're here. The thing about the most often... Here, Mung Bean Soda. This thing has a bit of a unique flavor, but I love...
Let me try. A nostalgic experience.
Oh, is there a drink?
No, this...
How? Whoa! But I guess not. Well, don't force yourself. Let's go.
You...
I know.
Why are you...
Have you heard of if the child reaches for a jade abacus? What? No. Mom later, she achieved miracle. I'm proud to be Madame Yupeng's daughter. I wanted to become a legend like her for as long as I can remember.
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero, and their image can influence their whole life.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And she hasn't piloted a star skiff since the third Denizens of Abundance War. She doesn't even bring up her military age. I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I stole a star skiff, and I tried all kinds of difficult maneuvers. Turns out I was as talented as she was. Not only did I survive the flight, my landing was perfect. I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh, pat my head, say, "That's my girl," or something. But boy, I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing a star skiff. But my mom was angry about more than that. She was angry because I viewed her as a role model. Because
Parents never want their children to be in danger. I think I can understand, Madam.
But flying is the only thing I want to do. I've already touched the sky. It's Mom's secretary, Miss Sequay. She just sent me a message. Miss Sequay suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom.
In Stargazer Navalia?
Is it really okay to bother you?
Indeed.
You're too kind, benefactors. I'll treat you to something better than mung bean soda next time. The fight with the abominations was pretty chaotic. I think Mom's trinket would have dropped around here.
Do you know what it looks like?
Let me think. It should be a little square thing. She's usually got something like that on.
This is your area of expertise. You're a great so when it comes...
Come on, are you kidding? It's a trinket, remember? You think my mom would carry this with her?
It's a beautiful vase, though.
A bird cage. Huh. That reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in the Everhunt Plains? They have beautiful feathers, but you can't domesticate them. They don't live long if you lock them in a cage. Makes sense. How could a bird that...
A Devastator glaive? Is this from the battle? There were a lot of Cloud Knights.
No. This is only a replica. Probably some kind of film prop.
Well, this is too big for a trinket.
Mom always carries. Is this?
It must be very close.
Not.
If you...
No. What turned an ace pilot? Someone who loved to fly. My mom clearly misses her flying days. Otherwise, she wouldn't keep this on her person. But she doesn't fly anymore.
Well...
General G.
We can't help you.
In that...
Will of preservation!
Mr. Yang, and
It's nothing urgent. We were...
Yukong? I heard an office worker from the Skyfaring Commission flew a star skiff to assist in the present crisis, but ran into trouble herself. She was only saved thanks to a couple of travelers. On behalf of the Law Fu, you have my thanks once again. The seat of divine foresight heard that Yukong's seldom seen but often feared temper was on display. I believe the two of you were caught between mother and daughter.
We heard that Helmmaster Yukong was an outstanding pilot, but that she refuses to let her daughter embark on the same career.
Yukong herself is best placed to answer such questions. But naturally, you are here because you fear that Helmmaster Yukong would decline to answer. If you wish to dispel Miss Qingni's curiosity, perhaps we can take a small step back from the topic at hand. What do you wish to know about Yukong the pilot? Did Qingni tell you anything? It all serves to remind me. A long time ago, a young Foxian girl, charged by the Knights with a high-speed flight violation, was brought before me as punishment. Now, she's the Madam Helmmaster, my equal. If I were to turn back the sands of time and try to convince my past self that the little girl in front of me would one day become a wise and experienced Helmmaster, I would have probably never have believed it. The Yukong of the past was nothing like she is now, spending her days surrounded by documents at her desk. She was a flaming wind. The only one who could ever calm her was her comrade. Yes, large fighter starskiffs need to be operated in pairs. One pilot takes the helm, the other controls the turrets. The legend of the ace fighter pilot is incomplete without the ace gunner. Yukong's partner was Sai, both at the controls and behind the turret. Sai was like a cold blade, efficient, decisive, unfeeling when she had to be. It's hard to imagine such contrasting personalities working in perfect harmony. As I mentioned, the campaign inflicted heavy losses on the Xianzhou Air Force.
This object has been stored inside. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past, and...
This object is no ordinary trinket. It has borne witness to blood and tears. I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou's long galactic hunt. But have you... 30 years ago, the Xianzhou Yaoqing and Fenghu were besieged by our enemies. We were greatly outnumbered by the abominations of abundance. Almost 1 million fighter pilots fought in the bitter battle. Had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended and destroyed the enemy's assault with their sky-shattering Lux arrow, such divine objects were forged from the embers that the Arbiter's divine arrow left behind. For the survivors, these relics contain... Yukong is a survivor of that war. Her best friend.
I don't have any other questions.
I do not wish to speculate on the reason behind Helmmaster Yukong's reluctance to fly. Nor do I want to open up. However, it is difficult to discard one's past. Perhaps it is not my place to say, but I believe Qingni has the right to know.
Thank you,
Mr. Yang, you jest. How can harmony between parent and child constitute a triviality?
Let's go. We should head to Starskiff Haven and find...
You're here! My mom isn't in a great mood. She went for a walk. Mm-hmm.
You two are very similar.
Well, we do both like to take a walk after a fight. The only difference is that I come to this side of Starskiff Haven and she heads to the other. That way, we don't bump into each other. Really? Anyway, did you find anything out?
Did Helmmaster Yukong never...
I was always curious about her past. In the end, I realized she probably experienced something that left a scar. A scar that never fully healed.
Indeed. That's...
So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend. And she thinks that my talent makes it more likely that she'll lose me in the same way.
I can't guarantee that's what she's thinking.
You're right, Mr. Yang. But I still have something else to check first. This past that General Jing Yuan mentioned, I remember watching her handle a document with great care.
Do you still...
Vaguely. But there are so many files stored in the Skyfaring Committee.
A couple...
Of course. I love work. Mr. Yang. We can use this one. Okay. It should be here. Let's see. Yes! This is Mom's diary.
Miss Qingni,
It should be fine. This...
no,
Is it really that big of a deal? Let's read it together.
is the meaning of this? The Helm Master's daughter. What do you have in your hands? How dare you read Madame Yukon?
Mr. Yang Ming, please, calm down.
I see. Qingni, I know Madame Yukon. You becoming a pilot is tough for you to accept, but she has her own concerns.
I understand, Mr. Yang Ming. But now, compared to becoming a fighter pilot, I'm more interested in knowing. I want to know what happened.
No, this isn't something I should... Just listen to. Just ask someone. Miss Tsai, her husband, but when it came, it was Tsai's death. Nonsense, in the end.
Where are thanks for...
You're welcome. I suppose you're going... I can understand your... Please don't tell your mother that you...
Got it.
Hurry.
My mom keeps lots of stuff in. That's the selling point. There are hidden... Got it. I suppose I've always had a feeling. But now I know that don't let that child... Is this why Mom refuses to let me become... For a pilot, the most important oath, but Mom didn't manage to bring her comrade back. So she vowed to prevent me from setting out. I never thought I'd feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. It's fine. I don't need you to do anything.
You're all done? I see. We're here to help, but...
When Mom feels down, she usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. She should still be there. Let's go find her. Mom?
Qingni, why are Mr. Yang and they here too?
Miss Qingni kindly agreed to show us around Starskiff Haven. She mentioned she was trying to mend things between you, but was feeling shy.
Thank you. I must apologize for the trouble my daughter has brought.
Mom!
All right, it's getting late.
Actually, I want to talk to you. I want to become a fighter pilot, no matter what.
We've talked about this many times. No?
Seems like Miss Qingni is a little
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't interject.
Is that... I understand now. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness. I just hope you can understand my reason.
Mom, what are you talking about?
Just like you, I once longed for the sky. I know what it feels like to fly through infinite space, to be surrounded by the vast expanse of nothingness, with unimaginable splendors looming in the distance, to float like a single leaf in the fathomless stellar sea. Sai was like that too. We're friends since childhood. We flew star skiffs everywhere, causing trouble until the Knights caught us and dragged us before General Jingyuan. We soon became the most elite fighter pilots of the Skyfaring Commission. It wasn't an easy life. You could even say it was a cruel one. You never knew if the friend next to you would make it back alive. Of course, the same could be said of yourself, but those are my best memories. We would strike out into the sky, repelling demons and upholding justice. The blood we shed bore witness to it all. The life of a fox.
System space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
We're engaging the main Borison fleet this time. Don't get too excited.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your sails.
Oh, shut it. I think you're just excited because you haven't flown with me for so long. Did you miss me?
Of course I missed you. The galaxy felt smaller without you in my cockpit. Say, Sai, really didn't think you'd come back. Do you really like flying star skiffs that much?
You bet. Sure, it's exhausting, dangerous, low paid. Plus, you only get back to the Luofu a few times a year. But given the choice, I'd always pick that. I guess I already touched the sky.
Mind is mysterious. I've lived for more than 200 years. Forgotten nearly every conversation I've ever had. But I still remember us shooting the breeze that day. It's crystal clear. It was the last time I spoke to Sai.
Sai? Hold on, Sai. Sai, open your eyes.
Thank you. You go. I've had a good life. But please, don't let Jingy walk the same path. Don't let her become a fighter pilot.
She's your daughter. You'll be able to tell her yourself, do you hear? The rescue's almost here. Stay with me. Jingni is waiting for you. She lost Guang Yan. She can't afford to lose you too. Wake up, Sai. Sai.
I climbed out of the burning carcass of the star skiff. I looked up into a clear sky. Pure and seemingly unadorned by the atmosphere that arced far above us. It was the most beautiful sky I had ever seen. But all I could feel was unbearable pain. I sunk to the ground and gazed up helplessly. In my dream, that was the day I died.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this. But I'm not a little girl anymore. The road of a fighter pilot is a cruel one. I know that now, but I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens of the Xianzhou, then I'm ready for it.
You are so very similar to Tsai. The more outstanding you became over the years, the more fearful I turned. I've known for a long time you were ready, but I was not. You know, cruelty has never claimed victory. Me, Sai, your father Guang Yan, we were prepared for the worst when we enlisted. Do you know how we won that war? The war that took away Sai and the lives of hundreds of thousands of fighters.
The Rainbow Arbiter's Divine Arrow.
Yes, The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations in a single strike. We had to pay with the blood of hundreds of thousands of soldiers just to halt their advance. If crushing our enemies was as easy as breathing for the Rainbow Arbiter, then what purpose did our sacrifices serve? Under the might of an eon, the sacrifices of ordinary creatures are but a joke. We are nothing. We mean nothing.
Mom.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. Even if that person is my daughter, I brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry. That is my failure as a mother.
Mom, you don't need to apologize. Really. You don't need to.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Tsai and I did. I believe that one day, you'll make an outstanding fighter pilot.
Huh? Really? Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps. And more afraid of you taking after Tsai. But if this is your choice, then I'm willing to support you. Even if you live to regret it.
Mom? I have one last request.
Tell me.
I want to fly with you at least once.
I'm afraid I can't. I won't be flying anymore.
But why?
Because I already touched the sky.
Damn.
So they also hold funerals.
This is a gift from Miss Yen. This is the tea that...
Thank you for...
This time,
The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Ting Yu. I will seek out the truth. And if it is discovered that you were taken from us, I swear to avenge your unjust end. It is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your way to Earthrise Agora in Starskiff Haven.
It's still early. Where to now?
General, the ceremony is finished. You should take a rest.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my astral friends. My apologies I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yan Qing made sure that I was fully recuperated. Before you leave the Luofu, there are 2 things I wish to give the Express.
2 gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him? Is he going to make up for all our hard work along the way?
Please, let us reconvene at the seat of divine foresight.
Take caution.
I once held the same ceremony on the Fenghu. Some 30. Once I finished handling the various tasks at hand, I want to aid the Cloud Knights in their investigation.
I've never attended a memorial, and I don't know what I should do.
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Luofu's esteemed gratitude for the magnanimous actions of the Nameless. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Luofu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Luofu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a Jade Abacus, a symbol of our allied friendship. It could indeed be considered a souvenir of a certain variety, but not one you could find in a gift store. Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a jade abacus. The world may crumble, and the heavens may fall, but this oath shall never be broken. The same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Luofu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is also a beacon. Grip it tightly, and it will send a message to the Jade Abacus here, in my hand. No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Luofu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew, whatever your need may be.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Yep, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
Thank you for your generosity, General.
Dan Heng.
General.
In accordance with the Edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From this day henceforth, you may come and go freely on the Luofu.
Nice!
But I must remind you that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict. While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for a line or two of poetry. Though I feel my efforts would be overshadowed by the erudition of Lady Fu. Another time, perhaps. The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. May that voyage be smooth and untrammeled. I bid you farewell.
I wanted... Also, after fighting Dan Heng, I'm worried. Safe travels.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gates reopening. She asked whether we'd be heading back. She was also asking after you, Dan Heng. I think it'd be best if you update her.
She must have been worried. I'll return to...
Himiko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission. Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you got any on... Oh, yeah.
Fine. Dan Heng and I will go back to the Express.
Don't worry, Miss.
If the shipping passages in Cloudford changed even a little, the entire route would be drastically altered. Do you two know the way?
I came this way, I know. So, silent but deadly. Let me know when you're ready and we can set off. Silent, but... It's good to have a sense of humor.
deadly. Shout if you see any danger, okay? Don't think just because you know a move or two, you can charge off by yourself.
Let's test your knowledge.
Every victory is hard won.
A Cloud Knight stricken with Mar. How could the mutations get this bad? Is the Stellaron exerting enough?
There's supposed to be a path.
Somebody used the Cloud Forward control panel to block the road with contain.
Who did this?
I'm a traveler.
I told you. Control panel?
Is that...
Let me see.
Never stop thinking.
Every victory is hard won. Danger ahead. Ready yourself.
Essayus Percipi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood. Need I teach someone a lesson? Let's test your knowledge.
Lance at the ready. Indestructible.
Joining the battle.
Like Firefly, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes!
points. Next.
Stand down and I'll spare you.
Fail. Get out.
Lance ablaze. Flaming wind. Forward!
I will claim victory. Fight!
Thank goodness.
What?
Judging by where it stopped, it must be heading for Central Starskiff Haven. Come on, let's climb aboard.
It's still early. Where to now?
So this is the Lafu's Ambrosial Arbor. It's my first time seeing it.
Aren't you a Cloud Knight?
Cloud Knights don't visit the Ambrosial Arbor without a reason. Plus, I'm new here. The Lafu's plague mark is a tree, while the Yao Qing's is a moon. I think we got the better one.
I heard that the Ambrosial Arbor shriveled and died a long time ago. How could it suddenly spring back to life?
The influence of the... Well, there's nothing else for it. Or do... Hey, wait for us! You're the first 10 Lords Commission judge I've met. What do you guys do exactly?
Our work concerns the Marastruck and the lifespans of long-life species.
Oh. Hopefully you'll be the last one I meet for a while then.
Indeed.
Be careful, everyone.
For the field. Never stop thinking.
Time to go on the offensive. To the finish!
Joining the battle. Time definite.
Like Firefly, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! Fight by fight!
Just as my calculations predicted.
Why is there still a civilian out here?
I fear not death, for the fate of... Not a chance!
Don't try to be a... Hey, do I sound like a...
No! My apologies, but what is the meaning of this?
You just said come with us for now.
That won't do.
Looks like we're gonna have to resort to...
Now! Miss Cloud Knight, why did the General send you out here?
Call that defense? Let's test your knowledge. Fail. Get out.
This? A few more steps and we're at the main gate. Thank you for us.
It's just a few steps away.
Everyone has their duties and obligations. From the day I joined the Artisanship Commission, I've been taking care of the ins and outs of its operations. Without it, the apprentices fled, as they should have. But I cannot let them see their master flee from peril. This is as far as I go with you. I must see what more I can do for the artisan. No use in trying to talk me out of it,
Everyone has their duties.
doesn't look like it wants to let it... Any idea? You know, you're getting less silent and more deadly by the minute. Sounds good. Let's get it.
Need I teach someone a lesson? Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next.
Defend the weak.
Like fireflies, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes!
Essayus Percipi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
This is more than a battle.
Let's test your knowledge. Fail. Get out.
Lamps ablaze. Flaming lamps. Forward!
Firefly.
So, are judges all loners? You don't seem to have any backup.
Judges of the Ten Lords Commission have always acted independently, each carrying out their duty in solitude. However... There's the Star Skiff. The rebirth of the Ambrosial Arbor was bound to bring calamity. The Cloud Knights must be at the Alchemy Commission, next to the Arbor. You should head the same. Thank you for ensuring my safety on this journey. I will report this good deed to the Ten Lords.
We're glad we could help. She mentioned... Aw, you just can't bear to see me go, huh? Come on then, let's go together.
We are most grateful, Miss Sushan.
It's still early. Where to now? Looks good.
Quality, good price, hassle-free chartering, high-end bars.
We need to do what now? Oh yeah, I gotta do my equilibrium thing. trials.
Danger ahead.
Need I teach someone a
All
lesson?
will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Let's test your knowledge. 0 points. Next.
Defend the weak.
Joining the battle. Prime deafening.
Like fireflies, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle.
Unworthy of my sword ward.
Never stop thinking.
Lance at the ready.
Fleeting roaring flood. A blade of moonlight.
Not strange. Lance ablaze. Flaming wings. Forward!
Every victory is hard won.
Need I teach? Let's test your knowledge.
I'm on guard.
Sayus, knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Indestructible.
Stab in executing attack.
Fail. Count.
Like fireflies to I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! Firefly type 4. Live to fight! Fight you!
0 points. Next.
Stand down and I'll...
defense?
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Joining the battle. Time detonate. Do you have answers? Never stop thinking. Fail. Count. Recalibrate.
Lance at the ready.
Tedious. Fleeting light, roaring flood. A blade of moonlight.
Lance ablaze. Flaming wind. Forward!
Let's test your knowledge. 0 points. Next.
It's still early. Where to now?
The best choice for galactic commerce.
Nice. It's still early. Where to now?
Abacus's book. Abacus's book.
There's
a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail? And which stars are they traveling to?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own. You're back. Himiko and I were just discussing our journey. This little excursion has reached its conclusion. All things must come to an end. Still, some endings spark a new beginning.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Penacony. Do you remember? Before Kafka's proposal, that was our original destination. The Express's records show that Penacony was a prison planet used by the IPC to exile criminals. At least, it was at the time of recording. However, following a Stellaron burst, the planet fell into the arms of Xipe. They say it's been transformed into a prosperous and ethereal realm. The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so when the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement, abomination of Yaoshi?
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Genuine. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author.
Hell yeah.
This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
up, Pom-Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going? Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, things are getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
Why not think about it this way? Our trailblazing expeditions are turning into blast expeditions, where we eat, drink, and play wherever we go. Blast? Expedition? Yeah, wherever we go.
So we should leave March behind to take care of the Express?
Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
The Xianzhou Luofu has recently overcome a crisis. By holding the war dance, they're demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and...
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
No need to worry. The War Dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ship. Aside from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've seen before.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
So that means we're not going to the Luofu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, Marge. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to it. So here's the plan. Pom-Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Luofu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
What do you two think? I don't hear...
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to warp to the Xianzhou Luofu.
Kalinga Abyss? What does she expect to find there? Current research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Don't miss us too much. If I stumble upon some cool Leviathan fossils, I'll bring a few back as souvenirs for you.
Himiko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossil... by the way, Don Hung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Luofu.
Just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so. Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Luofu is stable and safe. And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories, you know? Well, it's nothing too poetic. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived at the Xianzhou ship. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth. Quite unusual, I must say. I'm just hoping for the best. You're the one jinxing us. Is the Starskiff Haven always this crowded? Oh, there's so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Yanqing said General Jingyuan sent him to welcome us, but where is he?
Hey, you guys! Hold on a moment. Did they just call us? Look at their outfits. They're from Penacony, right? Are you familiar with the Xianzhou Luofu?
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
We did, but the locals were all like...
Ha! Can't blame them. If someone asked me what's there to see on Penacony, I'd probably struggle to answer too.
That's why we're asking fellow tourists.
Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the war dance. And that's why we're here.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Luofu fighter jet. No doubt about it. It's a massive fighter jet. It's got to be larger than a...
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks, before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles.
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions.
That's indeed a good idea. While the dreamscape on Penacony is all artificial, Scale Gorge Waterscape is a celebration of nature's resurgence. It has some remarkable scenery.
Awesome! I love being out there in nature. Let's go to...
I'm a bit worried that nature-themed dream bubbles might be up...
See you later. Maybe we'll run into each other there in a few days.
Look, Yanqing's here.
Wow, really? Let's go catch up with him.
access?
Hey everyone, it's been a while.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But, Yanqing, are you?
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
We've only been away for a few months.
What are you doing?
Sorry, but after our previous adventures, I've become suspicious of whoever greets us first.
Do you have to be suspicious around me too?
You know, the last time we came to the Xianzhou, the first person who greeted us was...
I get it. Better safe than sorry.
Seriously, I've never seen the Luofu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jingyuan chose this time.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who've come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Luofu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings. Yeah, the Xianzhou Yaoqing is a major force in hunting down abominations, and is always... But Madame Yukong from the Skyfaring Commission mentioned that the Yaoqing always sends back reports of great victories, which is quite impressive. I heard General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is a young and dauntless lady. My peers say that she's like a goddess of war, capable of crushing dozens of abominations with a single punch.
By the way, Yanqing...
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrum. He's been eager to hear about how the Express has been doing.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
I agree.
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
I just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
We'll go with you.
Huh? Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him. Why are there Boris in here? This ends now.
Essayus Percipi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood. Never stop thinking.
Time to go on the offensive. Defend the weak.
Joining the battle. Time detonate.
Like Firefly, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! I shall set the sea aflame!
0 points.
unworthy of my time.
Let's test your knowledge.
Not good. Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat.
Could you give me back my... Wait, my sword! I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
And
I'm not done yet.
You can't escape the past. This is where it ends. Fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Never stop thinking.
Defend the weak. Lance ablaze. Flaming wind. Forward!
From the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
Think. SAS. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Lance at the ready.
Fracture! 0 points. Next.
I weep for the departed. Dust rain, it too shall fall. This is where it ends. Distant, fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
You have answers. Let's test your knowledge.
Indestructible.
I weep for the departed. Dust rain, it too shall fall. In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
I'm on guard. Ha! Lance ablaze. Flaming wind. Forward! Calibrating. Joining the battle. Executing attack.
Did you come here of your own volition? Or was it forced?
Until everything burns to ashes!
Distance, fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
right. Let me end your misery.
Let's test your knowledge. 0 points. Next.
Lance at the ready.
I'm okay.
Essayist. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood. Shooting attack! Fail. Get out.
Like fireflies to a little spark from the sun. Until everything burns to ashes!
0 points.
So you are afraid of me?
Think. Indestructible.
What a headache.
The final stop is close.
You can't escape the past. This is where it ends. In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
I'm asking the questions. Never stop thinking. Fail. Get out.
Lance at the ready. Defend the weak. Stab in position. Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
I weep for the departed. Justice reigns. The truth shall fall. This is where it ends. Existence fleeting as the dawn still, destined for oblivion.
Let's test your knowledge. 0 points. Next.
I weep for the departed. Justice reigns. The truth shall fall. This is where it ends. In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul. I weep for the departed. Justice reigns. The truth shall fall.
Wow, we appreciate your rescue, my Xianzhou friends. Don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
But this shipment isn't even meant for the Luofu, and it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Luofu must go through inspection.
But we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisin.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
The faster the progress, the greater the chance of errors.
I promise you won't be bored with me. Can you say the same? The game is on. You're sticky?
Stand in position.
Like fireflies until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle.
I'm asking questions. SAS Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Firefly Type 4 in sight! Did that hurt?
Your answers?
I'll go easy this time.
I'm asking questions.
You can't escape the past. This is where it ends. Still water uplifting.
Lamps at the ready.
Join the battle.
I weep for the departed.
It shall fall.
This is where it ends. Justice for oblivion.
Attack detected.
Lamps ablaze. Lamps! Forward!
I weep for the departed. It shall fall.
If I am to cut through the heart of a star, more time is needed.
So it's you. Still water uplifting. All will be revealed. Lunar flame. That's half the work. So it's you. For a blitz.
Join the battle. Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes! Our fight!
I weep for the departed. It is fall. So another journey begins. Still waters uplift.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Stand down.
Until everything burns to ashes! This is more sense.
Free will, or was it fate?
Firefly, take full sight!
That's half the work. For a blitz.
Lance at the ready.
play like how you usually do. I don't have time for games. Open sesame.
Lance at the ready. Hit!
Until everything burns to ashes!
Stand down.
Never seen perfection before?
This is more than...
Hopeless as ever. Expand your thinking.
I'm on guard.
Tedious.
Firefly Type 4 in position. Set.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Open sesame.
Stand down. You can't escape. Free will, or was it fate? Still waters of oblivion.
Join the battle.
Until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle.
That's half the work. Destined for oblivion.
Lance at the ready.
That's half the work. Another journey begins. I weep for the departed. It is fall.
Don't worry. I'll always be with you. I hope for an end to strife in the world. Resonate all together.
Hit! Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Until everything burns to ashes! My song breaks. This is more than battle. Set the sea on fire!
Nowhere to run. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
It's time.
Join the battle.
Like fireflies, until everything burns to ashes! Listen to the final song.
I'm on guard.
Tedious. Blade of moonlight.
I hope for an end to strife in the world. Harmony and unity.
Plans at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Ready for death.
Join the battle.
May song bring us victory. Like fire till everything burns to ashes! Night. Stars echo! This is more than a battle.
will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Lamps at the ready.
Step in position.
Tedious. Blade of moonlight.
Who's next? Like fun to burn to ashes! Set me aflame!
Ready for death.
Don't mess with me.
I'm on guard.
What a headache.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
So it's you. Our time spent with one another is precious. For oblivion.
I'm on guard.
Until everything burns to ashes! Set me aflame!
That's half the work. Still water uplifts.
I'm asking questions.
Lamps at the ready.
Attack detected! Set me aflame!
am on guard.
Get down in position.
Still waters uplifted. I weep for the departed. It gives a fall.
Nice.
Preservation is determined by our actions.
You can't escape the past. And neither can I. Another journey begins. Desperate for oblivion.
I'm asking questions. Answer me. Join the battle. S.A.S. Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Free will, or was it fate?
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
I weep for the departed. It is a fall. Still waters uplifted.
Down in position.
Until everything burns to ashes!
soon to be departed.
Lamps at the ready.
Your answers?
Join the battle.
Lamps ablaze. Lamps!
Forward!
Sayas Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
All will be revealed. The lunar flame.
Set in position.
Like fun to everything. Burn to ashes! Firefly Type 4, set
Tedious.
Got the defense?
Lamps at the ready.
Stand down. Blade of moonlight.
One step at a time, and your dreams will come true. Right?
Time to head to the next stop. Let's meet up with everyone in the parlor car.
Pom-Pom's not here yet?
Pom-Pom knows how to keep people on the edge of their seats.
Ahem! Apologies for the delay, dear passengers. Yeah, well, I thought everyone knew. Our next I know everyone's eager to disembark and get to that famous stellar hotel. First, Penacony is located in Azana, a star system brimming with Memoria, which has historically been one of the macro voids that leaked out from the memory zone. Even after eons, the Memoria concentration up ahead is above normal. Usually this wouldn't be a huge second. Penacony is a colony belonging to the Harmony family. It also marks the first time this family has extended a public invitation to other factions. Please remember that the Express has been invited as a guest, and that we must adhere—
Got it. When in Rome, as they say. Don't worry, conductor.
Rome? Anyway.
Third and final.
Rat, if you could, I hope that while you're all on vacation, you could spare some time to help inquire about a few of the nameless.
Allow me to explain. Just like most of the worlds that the Express calls at, Penacony is one of the stops along the Silver Tracks. Several millennia ago, it was an IPC frontier prison, and it was the Trailblaze that connected it to thousands of stars. During that time, the Astral Express once visited Penacony. As with all meetings, they inevitably lead to goodbyes. As the Express's logs indicate, it seems some passengers decided to call Penacony their permanent... Don't worry, why did these nameless, even if they left the stars, according to the passenger list?
It's just names and occupations.
We'll just leave it to the stars of fate. We'll conclude today's...
I'll broadcast an announcement.
There's still some time before the jump. I should talk to everyone.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten?
What the... Is this... a... letter?
Welcome home, dear nameless.
There's still some time before the jump. I should talk to everyone. Upend the...
You're the pic. I trust, but regard.
How's it going? They're probably... Rest in...
Camera check. Aw, Trad! That means I can make more room in my suitcase. My pom-pom toy? Not a bad idea. That's kinda like bringing the conductor on vacay with me. But I think it's too big to... this is hard.
Come with me, take the journey.
Thank you. I appreciate. Pay no mind to the matters concerning the Xianzhou. Penacony isn't the final. I'd advise double-checking your bags. Word is that. I'd.
It's about time. I should find a seat.
Not another one. Come with me. These questions have no meaning, but I will answer you as best as I can. This is the border between reality and the memory zone, a dreamscape. Right this moment, you and I have coincidentally shared the same dreamscape and appeared in each other's minds. This is the Land of Dreams' inaugural welcome for us. Worry not, for very quickly you will awaken from this dream. Forget everything that has transpired with naught but a faint lingering of loss. Pay no mind, for this forgetfulness happens with each new dawn. It is an occurrence that we have become accustomed to for so long. So, come with me. Left, to the end of the corridor. I will wait there for you. Galaxy Ranger Acheron. This is what they call me. You can call me what. Open this door. Take a look at the mesmerizing dreamscape. Well, you can still.
This is... no.
This way. After you.
Am I supposed to walk up the wall? How is this even possible?
Why not?
She can hear the...
We're almost there. Can you still walk? You're funny. If you can crack jokes, you're probably fine. Don't stop. Don't turn back. Don't look. These voices... they're just shadows of the dreamscape. Pay no heed to them.
Welcome to the Reverie. May you experience an unforgettable holiday. If you need help checking in, please head straight to the concierge.
Leave this realm and rise as you would on any other day. Forget this fortuitous encounter and return whence you came. But before you do, I would make a request of you. You may think it somewhat strange, perhaps even rude, but I wish to know. Have we met somewhere before? You evoke memories of an old friend. In the haze of my recollections, he crossed blades with me, much like this surreal dreamscape where we stood close, yet forever out of reach. May I ask you a few more questions? I tend to forget things, which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. The answer is inconsequential. Your spontaneous reaction is what matters. For instance, when you awaken in your room, your lips speak several names. Are they your companions? Family? Enemies? You seem to have forged unbreakable bonds with many people and many incidents. Might I ask if you fear losing these bonds? Then, if there was a vast dreamscape, so lifelike it's indistinguishable from reality, there, no one faces life's separations or deaths. Everyone attains their deserved happiness and lives joyfully ever after. I would ask, would you wish to stay? Now, imagine if this splendid dream were fated to fall apart. Friends, family, strangers, followed by the gentle breeze, soaring birds, the stars, and ultimately yourself. Everyone and every face they remember, the joy and the heartaches, the vows sealed and those left hanging, all will inevitably march towards a predetermined ending. If you had grasped the journey's finale right from its inception, I would ask, would you still embark on this journey? I know this is hard. You don't have to be hard-pressed to make a decision. As I have said, the answer is inconsequential. Hearing, touch, thought. Through these you gain emotions. Cherish them. With emotions, we make choices. And so we return to the original question. I would ask, do you still remember me? I understand. How interesting. For a split second, it felt like countless versions of you, alike yet distinct, gave entirely different responses. That was my final question. Thank you. We all have our paths to walk, so we shall bid our farewells. The Golden Dream is getting restless. In the coming long night, I'm afraid you will face many tribulations and witness many tragedies. And finally, your sight will only see black and white. But please believe me that in that monochrome world, there will be a glimpse of fleeting red. And when you make a choice, it will reappear before you once more. What you must do now is ponder its significance. And then, you can return to the waking world. That's where we'll find our answers.
What's wrong? Why? Sounds like you had a nightmare. We just arrived in Astana and already... you should be careful. It seems your tolerance to Memoria isn't the strongest. Don't fret. Dreams are often the reverse of reality. While you were sleeping, the express arrived at Penacony. Can you imagine? Yesterday's grim frontier prison is today's lavish hotel. I wish I could wander Penacony streets today, but I'm pretty train-tied at the moment. You'll have to be my eyes and ears while we're here. Gear up and make sure you've got everything. And before you step out, swing by the back and grab March. She's waiting for you there.
Is March 7th still packing her luggage?
Oracle.
I found a home to protect.
Yeah, I'll check it. I'll let you know.